And, Coach, we find ourselves due east from our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Washington Redskins. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready? 15, Lonnie. 15 line.
On first down, Edmonds. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
And the Giants first down.
Ready, set.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. Go, go.
Off the play fake. Edmonds nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The safety blitz works perfectly that time for Landon Collins.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
The start less than ideal as they already face a second and long. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. 3 out, 3 down.
On third down, Edmonds. And just as you called it after the earlier sack, they set up the screen. And a screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a fourth down. Well, I took your advice from a bit earlier, tried the screen, but that one, it was covered up pretty well.
They did a nice job on it, but I still think it was the right idea. Probably just a block or two away from making it work.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a first and 10. Haskins and the Redskins come up first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Motion. Hey, check motion, man. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58.
Ito Smith, his first carry. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. No. 3. No. Watch 14. And 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic.
On second down, it's Smith. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. On first and 10, it's Haskins. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Tighten up. Hustle.
Now Haskins to throw it. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Yurrppp. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Dancing, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Montez Sweat has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything.
And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Scott Miller, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed, aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
First carry for Darius Geis. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Joey Bosa in on the stop. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
The quick throw taken in by Diggs. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Third down. Here's Haskins. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. Now this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Comes to me. 58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike.
Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. 8 yards.
Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's the Redskins in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now Ito Smith. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
They'll try and run for it with Smith. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. It's a first down following a gain of 3. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Geis with a carry on 2nd down. Only 2 yards on the pickup there, and now they're looking at a long 3rd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
58, boys, 58, 58.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. This one complete to Kelvin Harmon. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. They're going on 4th down. Haskins. And that's caught by Smith. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. That's complete to Smith. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping that.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get it.
And that's caught inside the 35. It's a gain of 35.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety, so you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there, and he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap, came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
64, weak. Check 9, check 9. Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
Throwing again. Edmonds. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range, so now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Ready, ready. 10-2 stop. They're running it.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Montez Sweat in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. 2nd and long. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
To throw again on second down. Haskins. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
They can't hang with us. Ringo. Zoom. 58, boys, 58. 58 is Mike. He don't know no better. Hey, 58 is a Mike. Go 58 is the Mike. Here we go, D. Get off the field. Oh, try. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike.
Now Haskins on first down. Going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards. Nothing conservative about that play call. You said earlier in the quarter you wanted to see them open things up, maybe take some shots downfield. There you go.
Yeah, that one was successful. But even if they're not successful, when you take those shots downfield, they've got to back up.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Here's Haskins. He's got Smith here. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. 58's the Mike. 58's the Mike. I smell fear in that offense. Let's go.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
3 bucks.
Huge off focus.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
We got this.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Haskins. They'll set up the screen to Smith. And he is going to lose yardage here. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Now, that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Julian Love picks it, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Hey, exit.
From the gun, Edmonds. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And once again, not much running room, if any at all. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw. Edmonds. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Let's go, baby. Turn up. Let's get that ball. Get that ball.
Here's Geis. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Mike 50, Mike, let's go. Bandit. Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Here's Haskins out of the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
At their own 24-yard line.
Ready, break.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
You better be afraid of me. You better be.
To throw again, Edmonds. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
It's third down and 10 yards to go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Check. Lucky.
Hey, high 7. Go.
Operating from the gun, Edmonds. He's going to walk. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Giants. Jakeem Grant, 76 yards. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Go.
At their own 22-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Staying on the ground. This time it's Smith. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
At the 44-yard line.
Hayward. 22, Jet, Palmer. 22, Jet, Palmer.
50.
They'll run it again with Smith. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 47.
58, boys, 58. Come on.
On the ground, it's Geis. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On second down now, it's Smith, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. Complete. Smith has it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. Haskins now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. Throwing now, Haskins on first down. His throw incomplete. Was trying to get it to Darius Geis out of the backfield, but it'll be second down.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Back to the ground game now with Geis. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Redskins on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Haskins. Haskins hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A 53-yard attempt.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. There have been no struggles here for this crew. I mean, they were up double digits at halftime, and they've just expanded that here in the second half.
And it appears there are no answers from the defensive side. I think right now, if I'm the coordinator, if I'm down on the field, if I'm wearing a hat, I've already thrown it. If it's a visor, it's sailed, right? My game plan is down by my feet right now because nothing I've drawn up appears to be working.
Well, he's going to have to find something right now to stop this offense. On second down, it's Miles. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Giants on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Edmonds. He's got his tight end fan. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
A first down carry for Barkley. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Trying to improvise. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
Ready. Hey, check. Mike 50, Mike 50.
Go, go, go.
Hit it.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead, first down, fourth quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 25-yard line. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps for these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Noah Fant, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Second down, Haskins. It's complete to Diggs. A Redskin first down. The pickup, 15 yards. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
On first down, it's Haskins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
58 is a mic. Go 58. 58 is a mic.
2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. And Diggs has it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Check the call, check the call. 58, boys, 58.
On 1st and 10, Haskins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 23. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
On the ready.
Mike 50, Mike 50. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
And they take a knee.
The quarterback on the keeper. A loss of a yard on the play. And it's 3rd down.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish. Just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for the Giants, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Lambeau to take on the Packers. Meanwhile, for Washington, the problems just get worse and worse as they fall to 2-9 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.